In this video, we're going to be going over our next harmonic pattern, and this one appears usually in extreme market conditions. Prices usually either way oversold or way overbought. This pattern is the deep crab pattern. Now to start on the building blocks of the deep crab harmonic pattern. Just like all the other patterns, we start with the X and A anchor points, which are either highs or lows. And then for the deep crab, we are looking for a 0.886 Fibonacci retracement for our B point. And for the C anchor point, after you take your fib tool from point A to point B, you need a minimum retracement of 50% as well. Let's start, shall we? So, moving into the chart, we are going to choose this low and this high for our X and A anchor points. This entire bullish leg is going to be what we're measuring right now. From the low to the high, and now the retracement. So, with the regular Fibonacci tool from the low to the high, we have a retracement of the 0.886. Now, you may also see that price has also wicked the 1 Fibonacci level, the X anchor Fibonacci level, and that's okay. The rule for the deep crab B anchor point is that it may wick the 1 or 100% X Fibonacci level, but the candles cannot be closing on or below the 1 Fibonacci level. Gold was very close to invalidating this deep crab pattern. Here we go. We're going to label this B. So back to the building blocks. The C point rule is, you guessed it, exactly the same as the others. It cannot close on or above the A level, like for in this example. So back to the chart and let's get our C point. So fib from A to B, and we have price actually retracing to the 0.618 level, but it absolutely hit our minimum retracement level. Now for the best question in this whole video, where is the entry point? The D entry anchor point lies at the 1.618 for either a buy or a sell. And an important note to share with you is that since the deep crab appears in extreme market conditions, your stop loss is determined by a previous key price level found in historical data and price structure. There is no exact SL zone for the deep crab. You have to just trade responsibly or do not trade it at all. So back to price. Back to the pattern we're building. This is our C point. And now for D. First, take our fib from point X to point A, and now our 1.618 Fibonacci level would be our entry point for the D anchor, and you would buy here. Let's draw it out using our XABCD pattern tool. Let's make it look nice. Now, if you read this page on the deep crab pattern in the framework, you would understand that the deep crab has no stop loss. So you have to just honestly make your best judgment. It sounds harsh, but I've profited tons from the deep crab. My best advice is honestly looking back in time at previous market price history. And the first thing that I do is I try to find a good stop loss position. I'll mark a line across the lows of previous price structure and use it as my stop loss. something truly invalidating because I'm not going to fight against the trend. That's my friend, remember? The 1.618 Fibonacci D anchor point would have been my entry. And yes, I would have saw drawdown. But your stop loss is the only thing that should be taking you out. Next is the best part of the video. What about take profits? And you shouldn't be surprised in this video to know that take profit 1 is at the 0.382 Fibonacci level, and take profit 2 is at the 0.50% Fibonacci level from point C to point D. So the green line is TP1 and the yellow line is my TP2, which again signals caution. Remember, we talked about trader psychology and how greed can have you disrespecting either the bears or the bulls. Both are respectfully powerful. And just like how we found this deep crab in a bullish manner, they also exist as bearish deep crabs as well. I'll flip the chart and then I'll flip it back to normal. This is a winning setup, and it could be starting a potential another leg for another harmonic pattern to continue this cycle. Thank you so much for watching.